Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and I've got a weird one for you today. I say weird because I've just got a weird assortment of stuff to look at. A couple of things that are modern, I guess, modern Hot Wheels stuff. I got this guy. It's pretty sweet. I missed out on this when it was for sale at the RLC. And then they had like a flash sale for Redline Club members or whatever on the Hot Wheels Collectors or whatever Mattel Creations website, and there was a select few items you could buy any of them that you hadn't already filled your limit on. So if you had bought this in the past, like you got it during the sale, your account was locked out from buying another one, from what I understand. So anyway, I missed out on this when it was for sale, so I ended up scoring one, and that's pretty sweet that I got a chance at snagging one. And we are, of course, we're going to open this guy up. So this is a pretty sweet Skyline. I think it looks pretty awesome. This is just mirrored chrome finish, and we'll take a look at that out of the package in the next segment. We're going to crack it. Another thing I got is this. It's a Matchbox Chase or Super Chase. First Matchbox Super Chase entering the collection. My buddy Todd found this, and I think a couple others. This one's got a little bendiness to the card, so of course we don't feel bad about opening it up. And we're going to open up that as well and take a peek at that. So my first one, I never found the Corvette, and never really cared about these too much yet, but the Porsche that's coming out, I definitely want to get that one. So hoping to find that guy. But we will open up this one and we'll check it out. I got a couple of just mainline Hot Wheels. I think these are all L case, maybe L and M. It's just a couple of random ones. We got a Mazda RX-7. And of course we're going to open up all these. We got a Dodge Challenger, a Demon. We've got the Dodge Viper RT10, casting I collect from, way back. And then we've got another Dodge Challenger drift car. Dodge Charger. Going Mopar today on these mainline cars. And Koenigsegg in orange. So we got those. And that's it for like modern stuff, basically. Well, there's one more kind of item. This was from 2020, so it's not that old. This is a Hot Wheels Collector Edition van. So I think I got this from Todd as well, my buddy Todd. And he's just had it set aside for me for a long time, and I think I just picked it up out of my box, the box that he has a side of stuff that he sets aside for me. He's a nice guy. All right. So anyway, it's a van, and I collect this casting sort of. So I say I collect this casting sort of because I've kind of stopped picking up a lot of like the pop culture releases or whatever they are, just because they don't really do it for me with all the graphics on it. This is a pretty cool looking Hot Wheel though, and so I decided to go ahead and get that one. All right, so now the weird stuff. We've got a weird casting, a final run Pontiac Salsa, spicy, weird. It's kind of cool. I didn't know the final run packaging. Does this have all the well, we'll get into it in the next segment when we open it up, but I think this is all the other versions of the Pontiac Salsa that have come out. I think I might have that orange one. But what a strange looking car, and what a strange tooling. It's just weird. So we'll open that. I don't even know why I picked that up, to be honest. Maybe it's just because it's weird. But we'll take a look at that. Then we got this. This is a gas station playset. So I picked this up because of the vehicle that's in it, the Dodge Viper RT10. Again, I kind of collect that casting, and I didn't have that version of it. So I went ahead and snagged this. I don't know if we're going to like put the gas station together in the video. We might. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It says adult assembly required, so I guess I'm an adult. I should be able to do it. Yeah, we'll check it out. So I really just got it for the Viper. This was off a Facebook seller. And then sticking with weird stuff like that, I also got this. This is our all-time top 10 favorite castings, I think, is what this is. Favorite vehicles. Hot Wheels Hall of Fame tin set. So you can guess why I picked this up. And if you guessed the Beetle that's in there, the VW Bug, that's why. That is definitely why I picked this up. There are a couple other cool ones in here, though. There's a 67 Pontiac GTO and the 67 Camaro that looks really nice. The other ones, there's a Dairy Delivery. I know that's kind of a popular casting, sort of. The other ones I don't really care for much, but I do really like that 67 Camaro, the 67 Pontiac GTO, and of course, the Volkswagen Beetle. So we'll open up this and we'll take a look at all these odd packaging stuff today. Tin. And then another one that's weird. We got this is an exclusive Hot Wheels Real Riders that with a t-shirt. I don't know what size it is. I don't think it says anywhere on here what size it is. Hopefully it's a large. That would be cool because then I would keep the shirt. If it's not, I guess it'll be cool for my child. But yeah, neat. We're going to open up that. It's another weird thing, and I got it off that same. So this final run, and actually in these cars that we're going to look at, I got all from the same Facebook seller. Then we got two Hot Wheels Boulevard cars. We got a 64 Pontiac GTO and a 57 Chevy Bel Air. Just some nice looking premiums. So we'll open up those. And then I got this old blue card, Pontiac Fiero 2M4 in some seriously sparkly paint. Metal flake paint that looks like somebody just glitter bombed it. And yeah, you know, we'll open up that too. I think I have this one. I do. Actually, it's right behind me. Might as well grab it. I thought it looked familiar. I guess I don't have it, but I have a variation of it. I've got it with Hot Ones wheels. Must have opened that up in a previous video. And now I got one with Ultra Hots. Well, that's just super cool. I like this Fiero casting. I like the Pontiac Fiero. I think it's a cool car. My uncle had one, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever when I was a kid. I thought it was very interesting that it was like, you know, I think it was like fiberglass or something. I don't know. Anyway, so pretty cool. Yeah, Pontiac Fiero. All right, so that's going to be it. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. Let's get into this, hopefully interesting to you stuff. No premium stuff this time around. I should have some premium diecast for next week's episode that is on its way to me. So we'll look at that stuff then. I guess we really just got all Hot Wheels today, with the exception of a Matchbox Chase. So maybe we'll open up this one first, and then we'll just get into the Hot Wheels. I think that makes sense. All right, let's stay tuned. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around and check out this this stuff. All right, so let's get into this Matchbox Super Chase to start. Yeah, it's the Ford Bronco. And, I mean, it's kind of cool. So it looks like the theme of these is they're kind of putting the colors of the car, it seems to match like the flag of the country the car comes from. So we had two American cars. We had a Chevy and a Ford. The next one's German, and that's why I think that it's got the paint scheme that it has. That seems to be what they are doing. And they are randomly, I guess, inserted into cases. So, you know, good luck to finding one. I haven't seen one on the pegs myself. I've never seen one, but my buddy Todd found a couple of them. And anyway, hooked me up with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to open it up and just kind of check it out. There's it appears to be full deco, which is cool. That's one advantage actually over a Super Treasure Hunt. I know these aren't going to be as popular as Super Treasure Hunts, But I think they are going to be a little bit popular. The nice thing about them is it's not just you know, like a kind of a souped up version of the regular Mainline. It's an entirely different paint scheme. So there is the Bronco in blue that's found in the same assortment, but it's entirely different paint scheme, and it appears to be like full deco, which is cool. So you get like tampos on every surface, and it looks kind of good. So I'm definitely digging that. So that's the premium part about it. Of course, it's got real riders, or sort of real rider wheels. I guess you don't necessarily call them real riders if they're on a Matchbox. And yeah, like I said, full deco plastic base. That's fine. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I actually kind of appreciate this a little more than I thought I would. Now that I got one in hand, I think the neat thing about it is definitely that it's got, you know, a full deco situation, which I think is kind of awesome. I remember like the old, like the first Super Treasure Hunts. I think the Treasure Hunts and the Super Treasure Hunts, where they were like the same car when it started in like 2007. I'm pretty sure, as I recall, at least for that year, that the cars, the Treasure Hunts and the Super Treasure Hunts, did have like a full deco, all side tampo situation going on with them, as I remember. And again, I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I've got some regular Treasure Hunts from that era, and I think they're all full deco. I don't know if I have any Supers from that era. Anyway, there you go. There's the Bronco. Let me know what you guys think about this thing. What do you think about Matchbox doing chases? You dig it? You don't dig it? You know, I think it's kind of cool. Why not? I love Matchbox, so I'm glad they're kind of doing something neat, kind of try to, you know, bring some more excitement to the brand, and I think that's kind of cool. Let's just bust through the mainline cars real quick. We got Koenigsegg Chimera. I don't know, man. Koenigsegg's are cool, I guess. Style-wise, I can't get into this car, though. It's just I don't know. To me, it's kind of ugly. What do you guys think about it? I don't know. Something about the silhouette of this vehicle I don't like. I don't know. It just doesn't look good to me. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm sure it's a fantastic automobile, but yeah, I don't know. It's just not doing it for me, especially not this orange. All right, let's go Mopar for a minute. We got the Dodge Charger 500 in kind of a charcoal grayish, black, and orange. These orange wheels. I think this actually works. I think it looks actually pretty good, in my opinion. Basic mainline, you guys know what to expect, but I think every once in a while a mainline looks really nice, and I think this one looks really nice. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked it up. It does look pretty cool. All right, Dodge Challenger drift car. I really don't know why I grabbed this one, to be honest. This one doesn't really do much for me. The casting or this graphic. I mean, I guess it looks all right. Formula Drift. It's all right. Yeah, what's next? There's a mail-in going on at Target right now, right? I think that's for, what is it for? Is it for a Bronco? Dodge Viper RT10. This one is kind of, it looks just like the Treasure Hunt that just came out. Like, it's very close in graphic style. Like, almost very, very similar. I think it was a Treasure Hunt, right? A regular Treasure Hunt or something like that last year, year before. I don't know. Somebody will correct me or affirm what I'm saying. But, yeah, very, very similar. So I don't know why necessarily that they released this casting again and did it in an almost identical deco. Or from what I remember, it's almost identical. It's not the best casting in the world, but I collect it just because it's a car that I was so thought it was the coolest car ever when it came out, and couldn't wait to get one in a Hot Wheels when I was younger. And yeah, and they ended up releasing a ton of different variations of this car, and I'm kind of surprised that it's still in use today. I would love to see, and I've mentioned this before, but I would love to see like Auto World do a Dodge Viper RT10, a first-gen Viper. I think that would be so cool for them to put it out in Auto World. It'd be really cool to see them do that. Premium Viper. The RT10 needs a premium, some sort of premium version of it in actual 1/64 scale from some manufacturer. It would be really cool to see one. Whether or not that's Auto World, who I think would probably be the best fit maybe for doing it. Mini GT would be really cool if they did it too. And who knows, Mini GT's kind of been all over the place with stuff that they have been announcing and putting out. I kind of, you know, it wouldn't be a surprise or a stretch to see them do something like this car. They just, you know, they've been doing a lot of, they've been diversifying quite a bit lately. So there's that. And then Dodge Challenger SRT Demon original Ram Chargers Dodge Hot Wheels Drag Strip series. Yeah, it looks all right. I'm glad to see the Ultra Slot wheels, or the Ultra Slot. What are they called? What are they called? Retro Slot wheels in the Mainline now. It seemed to be a common wheel for the Mainline. Originated, I believe, with the Cool Classics line. So I guess that's one reason to like this one. Other than that, you know, not really sure why I grabbed it. I just grabbed a couple Hot Wheels I didn't have, and there you go. And then we got the Mazda RX-7. This is a casting I do like quite a bit from Hot Wheels. It's a really nice one from the Hot Wheels J Imports series. And I think it looks good in this red-ish gold, red and gold, with some orange in there. Kind of a retro look. Paint styling, and I think it looks actually awesome. I like this one quite a bit. I think the wheel choice was correct for it. I think graphically it does it for me. I like it, and it's a cool little casting. So it's been around for a long time too. I think, yeah, copyright date on the bottom of this is 2011, so I'm guessing the 2012 Mainline debut on this casting. And yeah, I've got a bunch of different variations of it. I don't know which ones I'm missing. This might be one I would, you know, kind of have fun collecting, maybe all of them. And I like the casting quite a bit. I think it's pretty nice. So there's that. All right, so we got one more. Oh no, we still have a couple more. We're gonna do. All right, we'll save that for a second. Let's do this guy, the Custom 77 Dodge van. This was a 2020 mail-in. I don't know what store, and I don't think, does it say in the back of this? No, I don't think it does. But again, I collect this casting sort of, so I had to get it. So go ahead and open her up. It's a pretty rad Dodge van casting. The color scheme for that year was pretty decent. Looks like it was the 5th mail-in of the year. I think that's how they number these. So they do like what? There's like a Dollar General one, a Kroger one, Target, is there a Walmart? Anyway, and I'm sure I'm missing something, but that's all right. I don't normally do the mail-ins. I do save the cards of all the Hot Wheels that I open, and I usually end up giving them, or kind of like trading them basically, to a local guy that does all the mail-ins. And every once in a while I get in on a mail-in and I get one. I didn't get this one, but my buddy Todd, I think, got a few of them. So I ended up scooping up one from him. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not bad. Metal on metal, of course. It's got, full deco going on. Nice kind of Spectraflame purple paint. Decent graphics, decent choice of wheel. Rubber tires, of course. And I think it's pretty sweet, I guess. So, digging that. And then this thing, definitely glad to have gotten it. I did not think I was going to get a chance at this one. And when I missed out on it, I was kind of bummed. And I was like, well, whatever, I guess, you know. But this is one that I wanted. I thought it looked really cool. The Hot Wheels logo looks cool on it. The Nismo thing going on with the chrome, and the wheels being like this chrome with almost like a green tint to them, I think looks pretty awesome too. So of course this is an R34. This one is numbered. They made 30,000 of these. This is number 27,471. Not that that matters. You can read that if you want to. Pretty cool. Oh, black VUM wheels. Well, they're not really black. I mean, whatever. They're like almost like a chrome greenish tint is what it seems to me. I like the look of them, but I wouldn't call that black. So, of course, this is a very, very popular RLC casting from Hot Wheels. And I've got 3 different versions of it. I've got the purple one, the blue one, and now this one. I do not have, I know I'm missing, there's a convention one in yellow. I don't have that one. It'd be kind of cool to get it to complete the set maybe sometime down the road. We'll see. Probably won't end up getting it because it's going to be expensive. The hood opens on this. I don't know if I really even want to, but I think I'm just going to leave it shut, guys. I'm sure it will open and I'm sure it will shut all right. I just don't want to take the risk, and it's not really worth it to see it. There's some detail under there. There is. Well, I got it, don't I? That was easy. There you go. You can take a proper look at that. Graphics look really good on this. Try not to shake this too much while I got it. Stick it up in the camera. Let's try that. Pretty good. Looks really good in there, actually. Again, the chrome finish, I think, looks really good. I don't want to put a ton of fingerprints on it. That's the only thing that is tough about these, is these are hard to clean. Fingerprints really show up on them. The wing is is it? No, it's not. It's metal. It's painted black. It looks good. We got some detail on the base too. Some exhaust detail, and that's kind of nice. That's kind of neat as well. And then, like I said, these wheels they're supposed to be like a black chrome, but to me I guess they look more of a black chrome once I have it out of the package. But to me, and a lot of pictures I've seen of the car too, they looked to be a bit greenish in tint. And it kind of looks like that here. But yeah. This is a cool car. It's I like this release a lot. I think a lot of people really dug it except for the Hot Wheels logo being on the side like that. But I think that's actually really cool. It's kind of like a melding of the Nismo livery with the Hot Wheels logo on the side. And then, it's really detailed out too. They got the detailed belts in there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I am definitely digging this piece. So that's really cool. Undoubtedly a popular one. All right, we're going to do, before we get into the real weird stuff, we're going to do 3 of these just carded cars. We'll start with this blue card, Pontiac Fiero 2 collector number 181. It's on a blue card. The copyright date on the back of this is like pretty much meaningless, I think, for these blue cards. It may have came out in 91, 92, 90, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a Hot Wheels aficionado. I just kind of appreciate stuff, you know what I mean? So, I don't have a doctorate in Hot Wheels. But my buddy Doomis he'll tell you exactly when this was from. Just by looking at it, he'll tell you. He probably doesn't even look it up. Maybe he looks it up. Maybe cheats. I don't know. I mean, I could look it up. But, yeah, he's the resident expert. So very, very cool. Yeah, definitely. I guess metal flake is not really the right word for this paint job. It really metal flake. This thing is glitter bombed, basically. It's like literally you would take like green glitter nail polish almost and just splatter it onto this neon green colored car. And that's what it is. It's still cool. It's cool because it's the, you know, early 90s stuff. And it's got some nostalgia to the way this thing was painted. And of course with the Ultra Hot Wheels, which I'm a fan of. So I like it. I think it's kind of neat. It's goofy, yeah, but I think it's kind of neat. So that's why I grabbed it. And then we got a couple Boulevard cars. We got the 57 Chevy Bel Air. This is from the original Boulevard series. 2011 is a copyright date. So 2012, I think, is when these came out. Chevy Bel Air. The 57 Chevy Bel Air. Not as popular as the 55 Bel Air Gaster, of course, but it's cool. It's got an opening hood. Orange paint job. It's got some rake to it. Big wheel in the back. And, you know, it looks all right. These things, well, it's got details on the front. It's got details on the sides and nothing on the back. And that's all right. So these weren't, these Boulevard cars, I don't believe were ever, you know, touted as being like a full deco car. But they are fairly detailed. And, you know, of course they have rubber tires, metal body, metal base. So it's a substantial piece of metal here. And I think, you know, a lot of the ones in this older Boulevard series were pretty cool. And a lot of them are classic releases that are kind of, you know, some of them can get expensive. You know, of course, you know, the 510 wagon being the king of them. But yeah, and I don't have that, obviously, in my collection. That would be a cool one to get. I wasn't collecting when these came out, so who knows what I would have been into then if I was collecting then. 64 Pontiac GTO. And there you go. Metal body, metal base, of course. This one's got a matte finish. It's not glossy really at all. Well, the sides, I guess, kind of are. The white sides. The silver is not. This one has an opening hood, but oof. That's as far as I'm going to open it, because it's taken a lot of force to get it to open that even that far. It looks all right. Not too bad. I'm a GTO collector, so, you know, not a real GTO collector. That'd be sweet. But yeah, in 1/64 scale I am. And so I had to get this one. And got it pretty cheap, so picked her up. Not that bad. All right. Now we're getting into the strange, and we're going to kick it off with this final run Pontiac Salsa. Yeah. All tools destroyed. Special tires. Exclusive decoration. Last production run. Not making any more. Destroying the tools. It was a weird idea for Hot Wheels to do this for some obvious reasons. One, of course, you're kind of, you know, damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There's, you know, if you take a good casting and you put it in a final run series, then you destroy the tool, and then you make collectors mad because you're not making any more of that particular cool casting. You take an ugly casting like this Pontiac Salsa that wasn't very popular, and you go ahead and release it and destroy the tool. That's great, maybe something to celebrate, but I don't know if like anybody was into buying the car to begin with, and that's why you're destroying the tool and final running the thing. So yeah, I mean, I don't think these, I would imagine these didn't sell all that well. for that reason, because most of them are some pretty ugly castings. Here's some other ones that were in the final run, the retiring models. The Range Rover is kind of a decent one. The Custom Corvette actually was kind of a cool one. That's not too bad. The Stutz Blackhawk was kind of cool too. I guess the Mercedes SEL was neat. The Kenworth, some people like that one. The rest of these, that 93 Camaro's ugly. The Alien's an ugly thing. The Street Beast, kind of a decent looking casting. The Mercedes 540K. Anyway, my point is just like this didn't really, these are the 1999 final runs. And I think in the back here, so I don't know if this is all the versions of the Salsa that came out. I don't think there was very many. I think this is from, Demolition Man. What does open stock mean? I'm guessing that just means like a mainline model. Mystery Car and Speed Demons 5-pack. And this is a strange casting, a very strange, not returnable if opened. How do you get in? We're going to cut one of these stickers, I guess. So the packaging is kind of obnoxious for these. Really, I'm guessing hard to store and keep the packaging in like mint condition for you carded collectors. All right. A lot of extra crap going on there. Pontiac Salsa. Final run. Number 7 of 12 for 1999. And the reason why this casting is so odd. Let me get out of here. Well, it's a convertible. It rolls really nice. It's a weird, I think, concept car. And there's no window. There's no windshield. This is just metal, and this is painted. So that's weird. Last Salsa 99. Your final Salsa. Anyway, it's weird. It's kind of ugly. It's, it's kind of screams 90s though, right? I don't know. Maybe it's not that ugly. For some reason, it reminds me of like a Riot Body VW or whatever. Which is a weird thing in and of itself. But, yeah, this is just, I don't know what else to say, guys. It's weird. It's weird. But these things, the quality of what was going on here with these final run cars, I think they all had like rubber or these type of co-molded wheels. And they all pretty much, I think, had like a full deco thing going on. So semi-premium, sure. The packaging, large and obnoxious. Kind of a weird idea for a series. What if they did it again? What would you guys think of it? That's what you can ask yourself, I guess. All right, let's get this thing out of the package. We're not going to build this sucker. Because that could be a video in and of itself. But here's the part I don't care about. This would look like this. We're not going to do it. Yep. It's going to go right back in the box without the car. Because all I'm after is this silly little Viper. And there you go. Yep, real basic, ugly wheels, although appropriate for this car, because it's pretty close to actually what the real wheels were. White stripe outlined in silver, gray interior with like zero detail to it, and whatever. It's a fun thing to collect, right? I mean, I don't know. It's that they released so many weird releases of this Viper. It's kind of a fun one to try to I don't know. When you come across one, I get a little excited when I see one like this in one of these play sets or stuff like that. And this came out, the Viper came out in a lot of weird play set-esque releases. They're all ugly. I mean, pretty much all of them are ugly, so it's not like, whoa, this is a really sweet 1/64 scale, accurate, awesome tooling and factory colors. looking, you know, quite good, and it almost looks like the real thing. No, I mean, it's just, they came out with wacky graphics for the era and all that jazz, and whatever. It's a fun casting to collect, so I collect it. That's one of my, I guess, quirks of diecast collecting, is collecting this silly casting. But we got 2 of them today. I wouldn't mind if they retooled it, though. Did a different one. Anywho, all right. Should we... Well, let's get into this before we get into that larger pack. This one is the Hot Wheels Real Riders that comes with a shirt. And I can't see anywhere on here where it actually tells you what size the shirt is. I don't see it anywhere. Definitely going to have to wash it before wearing it. Would be my guess. This thing's been sitting around for a long time. We'll try to cut the plastic without cutting the shirt. We will open this car as well. I think I have this car already, but it's like not in good shape. I don't know where I got it from. All right, the shirt. Ooh, we might get lucky here. It's an extra large. A little bit too big for me, but wearable. What does it smell like? Actually doesn't. That, well, yeah, actually doesn't smell bad. I was expecting it to smell like mildewy or something. It's been in that package for who knows how long and who knows how it was stored. But the shirt, I wish, actually, it's an extra large, but it might be, I think it'll fit me. I'm going to get this in the wash right away. You might see this, me wearing this in the next episode. Yeah, pretty awesome. Actually, that's a score. That's kind of a score. And it actually smells like a new shirt. I mean, there's really no weirdness going on, so that's good too. All right, let's go ahead and open up this. Where's the scissors? Not going to cut this one with the X-Acto because, injuries will occur. And we're going to open up this Real Rider. This is a weird set too, this weird Real Rider set and this bubble packaging. There's a couple of cool cars that were released in this packaging. One being like a Porsche, I think a Porsche 917K, I think was released in this packaging in blue. I have that one. It's kind of a cool one. That's one I remember. Kind of weird because these are like premium Real Riders, but they're not metal on metal. At least the ones that I have from this. They're plastic base cars. It's painted silver. I always love the front end of these cars. Square in the front. I always thought that looks kind of cool. Just an interesting look. And yeah, I don't know. I'm digging it. It's got full deco. So we got details everywhere. Real Rider tires, plastic base, no big deal. I think the wheels look pretty decent for this casting. Pretty appropriate. The wheel size is pretty nice. Gives it kind of a decent stance. And I think overall it's kind of a nice one. What do you guys think about that? About this Mercury? I think it's kind of cool. But the shirt's a score. Hopefully it's not too big on me. We'll see. I have been gaining a little bit of weight, so maybe it's good that it's an extra large. All right. Next up and last, well, I guess the last, 10 cars that we're going to look at is this beast right here. Let's see if I can pinch out a little bit. Yeah. The 10 favorite this was on sale for $24. So there's a reason why I would never collect anything like this in the package. And that's because of its sheer size. Sorry if you guys wearing headphones. That's going to be obnoxious. Oh. Yeah, the sheer size of it takes up a lot of space. So there you go. Our all-time top 10 favorite vehicles. Highway 35. So what is that, the 35th anniversary of Hot Wheels? Is that what all the Highway 35 stuff is? I think so. I guess it's kind of a cool tin. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We need to get the vehicles out of here, though. Do you think the sheer weight of that would pull them down? Is it like glued in here? Or taped in here? Oof. Alright. As a non-packaging Hot Wheels collector, I despise a massive amount of packaging. No, it's not because I care about the environment or anything like that, which is probably a responsible take on it, but no, it's because this is annoying. At least the cars aren't held in by wires or screwed to anything, and that's cool. Let's flip this over. What a struggle fest. Jeez, it's taped here too. Okay. Cars have been exposed. All right, get out of here. All right. Guess we'll just look at them. We'll look at the worst ones first, or the ones that I likely could care less about. Back in here. And then, so we got the dairy delivery. Somebody at my local club will want this one. And I will oblige. Plastic base on this one. Plastic tires, essentially a mainline. Got kind of a cool graphic on the side. I'll give it that. It's a decent looking dairy delivery. It's just not a casting that I'm really, I don't do it. So, and then we got, what is this one? The old number 5. Again, not a casting that I would ever really care about or be into. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's an old style fire truck. Yeah, just not my thing. So set that aside. 57 Chevy. I've got a couple of these different versions of them. This really doesn't do it for me either. But this one is, I don't know, it's kind of nice. It's a nice kind of pleasing lavender color. Looks all right. We got this motorcycle. The Scorchin' Scooter. Yeah, another one I don't care about, really. Meh. It stands up on its own. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever really even held one of these loose or cared to. But it is kind of cool that it stands up on its own. Sure. Yeah. Win for that. The Purple Passion. I know this one is a semi-popular casting, or at least there are some people I know that collect this one, collect the Purple Passion. It's kind of a cool car. Kind of neat. But, again, not really for me. It just isn't. And let's see what else we got. We got the Roger Dodger Classic Hot Wheels casting. Another one I don't really care for or collect. But this version of it looks pretty decent. It's got the engine is metal, plastic base. It looks good though with the blue and yellow, the yellow flames and the blue fading to orange. Not a bad look for this tooling. Just not my thing. So most of these is, are not my thing. And then we got this one. This is the 56 Ford Hot Wheels deliveries. Again, pretty decent livery on the side. We got the Hot Wheels logo in pink, the pink and blue with the silver. I think it looks pretty good. This one, I think the hood opens sort of that far, which I suppose is neat as well. Again, plastic base, plastic tires, nothing too special there. It's all right. But again, it's not really for me. Now, the 3 cars I'm going to for sure keep in the collection. I got a GTO. Not my favorite GTO casting, but I will keep this one for sure. Metal Flake Green. It's pretty cool. Decent. Not too bad. And then oddly, like, we get this premium one in here, kind of. This is the Camaro from it. In black. And this one gets a little bit of special, well, it's metal on metal, and it was always metal on metal back then. And it's got the opening hood too. And then it gets Real Rider tires. So the one casting in here that gets Real Riders. And it's a sweet Camaro casting. I do like this casting. I don't collect it per se, but I like it enough that I'll definitely, I think, keep this one. It just looks pretty cool in black. These redline wheels, and I just think it's a pretty nice version of this car. I mean, yeah, it's a little, raked. It's got that Hot Wheels look to it, which, as opposed to like a stock look for this, I don't like it as much, but it's this casting. I like this casting, the 67. And then lastly, the Volkswagen Beetle. Probably not exciting to you guys. It's exciting to me, though, to knock another one of these off of the list. There are a few VW bugs that I still need to get that are going to be very hard and very expensive, should I ever find them and decide to pony up for them. But decent. There's some weird kind of pitting, it looks like, that's going on the base of this. You see that? It's kind of interesting. The color's kind of nice. It's a pearlescent orange. There's a little flea bite right there, though. Hardly noticeable, but it's there. And yeah, it's just a VW bug. I like this casting too. So this is going to go in the collection. All right. That is it for this episode. I'm definitely going to say, like, the best thing that I got was this. That's obviously, I think that's a pretty obvious thing. You guys could disagree maybe, but I think that's definitely the winner of today's episode. But as always, let me know what you think. Any of this stuff that you like, that you think that you would pick as your favorite or whatever. And that's going to be it. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching another weekly episode. We'll see you next week. I should have some premium stuff. Like I said, I think some mini GTs probably coming. I'm trying to think of what all I got coming, but there's a few pretty cool items. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, we'll see you then. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.